Our year in review process has been a game changer for us over these last few years.
It really has. We have split it up into 4 parts for you, and we're gonna get into it. Here we go.
Number 1, we go over our year.
This part is my favorite. We always go out to breakfast. We pick a good spot. Usually,
He picks a good spot.
usually, I take my planner. He takes his iPad or whatever I've been using that year, and we go over all the pictures we've taken throughout that year. I pull out my phone. John pulls out his phone.
I have like 4 pictures to contribute. Your
I
selfies
take the
of time.
pictures. I take the pictures for you. It's okay. We literally go picture by picture and just, it's so much fun, especially because in my planner, I make it more of a diary sometimes so I can kind of see and read, you know, this is how I was feeling here. This is, oh, this was so much fun here. And I literally write that, and it's just so
It really
fun.
is a lot of fun because a lot of the memories we've forgotten about,
Yeah.
right? Or trips that we took that we didn't remember, or something funny that one of the
Yeah.
kids did. You know?
Yeah, so many times I'm like, oh, look at this. I wrote this about Tyler, or I wrote this was Ellie's first something, you know. I literally had a picture of her first time I could do a ponytail on her, and just things that were like, oh, remember that? We forgot we took that trip. It's my favorite. It literally takes about 2-3 hours.
Yeah, it really does, especially going through all her pictures. It does take a while, but it really is. It's a fun time.
But you can't, it doesn't feel like 3 hours. It just literally is a fun time together. Number 2, we go through 23 questions.
These 23 questions are questions that we've really narrowed down to this list of 23. A few years ago, I kind of scoured the internet, downloading all the year in review questions from a bunch of different people, and we kind of highlighted and went through and got the best 23. Now, these are 23 questions that really make us think about how the year went and be honest with ourselves for how good some things went, how maybe not so good some things went. These are just 23 questions that really get us thinking about the previous year and kind of open our eyes to maybe how we can make next year better. So number 2 is we go through these 23 questions. If you want that list of 23 questions, you can click the link in the description, and that'll take you to a page that'll have you put in your email address and your name, and it will sign you up for our email newsletter, but it'll also be the link to get that PDF for those 23 questions. Number 3, we set our goals for this year.
So this is where we do things a little differently. I love to write down a lot of goals. John can have like 1, 2, 3, I'm ready for the year, and I'm just like, okay, here are my 80 goals. But I just like to look, I just like to look at like a little picture, like things I know that I can accomplish. And sometimes I can think like, I don't know, if you're like me, you can maybe sometimes think I don't have any goals, or I'm just a mom, or I don't work. But if you start to think like, what can you do better? What can you build on that you already do? Like for me, I love to cook. So a goal can be to add X amount of recipes to my year. Just make things better at home. How can I do that? And I try to write a bunch of little goals because for me, like I do monthly goals and weekly goals, and when I do that, I can look at this list and be like, okay, what can I work on this week? What can I work on this month? And I know that it's doable because I don't have a lot of time. I mean, we have 3 kids now. I don't have a whole day to just be like, okay, let me hit some goals. No, they're little goals that I know I can accomplish and I can look at and add to my weeks slowly. That's how I like it.
For me, I don't have 80 goals. I'll maybe have 10, 15 like big goals that do push me, that do stretch me, that will make me work for them. And a few of them are kind of like yearly goals, but then I'll go through and highlight a few that I just need to hammer out in the next 30 days, in the next 60 days, in the next 90 days. And then I have those goals, they'll make me stretch. And then I kind of work back from those goals to say, okay, what do I need to do every day to help me get there? If you haven't read the book, The One Thing, that was a huge game changer for me. They talk about goal setting to the now, and that's really helped me, and I think it really has helped us. We'll do a separate video on goal setting and how we do it, and maybe that can help you. But hopefully you've been helped already through this video. And before we get into our last little section here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like, because we're looking to build a community here on YouTube that can be fun and enjoyable, where we can learn and grow together. Number 4, we schedule our getaways to look forward to.
This is also one of my favorite parts. We start to schedule and just look at our calendar, and it just gives me something to look forward to literally like every day, or I'm having a hard day, or especially during busy times, we'll try to schedule at least a small getaway if I know John's gonna be busy for like a week straight. And already I can look forward to that and know it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, on this calendar we'll have like different breaks, either from school or different conferences that are already kind of booked in our calendar for the year. And then we'll kind of go through and say, okay, when do we want to take our summer vacation? What are we going to do for spring break? When do we want to take a getaway for the kids here? When are we going to get away? And it's a very important time because I'm sure you've heard the statement, if you don't book your calendar, somebody else will.
If you don't fill your calendar.
I'm sure you've heard the statement, if you don't fill your calendar, somebody else will. And so this is a time where we can kind of fill our calendar because our family's a priority to us. Our relationship is a priority. So we want to get those getaways on there first so that everything else will kind of have to move around that.
And it's nice, and it's nice to know when that's gonna happen. I don't have to wonder, when are just us two gonna get away? Or I don't have to, I hate the word nag, but I don't have to nag and say, when are we gonna go somewhere? I just already know this is coming, this vacation's coming, we're gonna be okay. And it's great to look forward to. This makes for great bloopers.
All right, that's it. That's our year in review. Those are our 4 sections, and we hope this helps you in your year in review this year.
If you happen to do it with your spouse, with a friend, let us know. Leave it in the comments, or let me know on Instagram. We would love to know that we helped you. Thanks for watching. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great.
We did it.
We did it. Look at us.